Swiss water systems. Not just filtered, but pure. Water is not only a fundamental human right, but also the very source of life itself. Clean and pure water is absolutely essential for human life and should be at the top of the political agenda. But, is our drinking water really safe? In Spain, there are significant differences in drinking water quality. While the rainy north is well supplied, and Madrid benefits from the large reservoirs of the Sierra de Guadarrama, which provide relatively clean water, the situation in other regions is quite different. The south, the Mediterranean coastal areas, the Balearic Islands, and the Canary Islands have been struggling for years with drinking water that is sometimes highly contaminated, and in some cases even toxic. Elevated nitrate levels, E. coli contamination, and even arsenic pollution in certain areas make the water undrinkable. For good reason, more and more households rely on bottled water, purchased in large plastic containers from supermarkets. Depending on the manufacturer, these types of drinking water may be beneficial to the body, or not at all. We won't even get into the ever-growing waste problem, and quite frankly, not to mention the significant effort it takes to carry at least 10 to 15 liters of water home every single day. Various human influences, such as air pollution, fertilization, pesticides and fungicides, insufficiently purified wastewater in sewage treatment plants, in which, among other things, drug residues such as antibiotics, or chemical substances, such as PFAS, cannot be filtered out, and an outdated water network mean that more and more pollutants are ending up in our drinking water. To get a small impression of how polluted our drinking water is, take a look at the toilet flush tank, which is filled with drinking water. The deposits inside speak for themselves. Anyone looking at this would say, "No, thanks," because it is visible. However, these substances remain unseen when coming directly from the tap. All these substances end up in our body, which is burdened and weakened in the long term. Through pumping and pipeline pressure, water loses its original energy and vitality. The conductivity of drinking water indicates whether it can absorb and transport substances in the body and how heavily it is burdened. According to scientific studies by Professor Louis-Claude Vincent, healthy drinking water should have a conductivity of no more than 130 microsiemens, with an ideal maximum of 90 microsiemens. Drinking water limits are constantly being raised. In 2013, the EU guideline for the electrical conductivity of drinking water was 400 microsiemens. By 2024, the tolerated value has already increased to 2,500 microsiemens. In some countries, the limit has been raised even further. Why is that? In Spain, we measure values ranging from 400 to 1,600 microsiemens, a burdening level in any case. What is the conductivity of the drinking water in your home? Water and health. How important is pure water? Water is the very source of all life. It is the spark that allows life to flourish, both in nature and in our bodies. However, the human organism can only optimally process pure water. The scientist Professor Louis-Claude Vincent demonstrated that water with a conductivity of less than 90 microsiemens is ideal for the human body. How come? Because our bodies do not just absorb water, they use it to transport nutrients and eliminate toxins. If the water is already saturated with foreign substances, it can no longer perform this function properly. The pure SWS water is unsaturate and therefore optimal for the body. It supplies cells with essential nutrients. It helps transport toxins out of the body. It saves the body energy that would otherwise be used for water purification. By providing our bodies with the highly purified, structured SWS water, we make their vital work so much easier, strengthening our immune system, enhancing our well-being, and improving our energy balance in ways that are truly remarkable. Pure water, also in your home? Since SWS was founded in 2018, our mission has been to make the purest and structured water, which is equivalent to a mountain spring, available to everyone at low cost. With our devices, we do not only purify the water, we also renaturalize and structure water, so that it resembles natural and pure mountain spring water. SWS water filters are based on molecular membrane technology, in which up to 99% of pollutants are removed from the water using pressure alone. The tap water first passes through 3 to 4 pre-filters with different pre-cleaning properties. The water pressure is then increased by means of a pump and forced through a membrane, which virtually pushes out water molecules due to the small 0.1 nanometer pores and makes them available to the consumer. This exceptionally pure water is carefully renaturalized and meticulously structured through a variety of advanced measures. Healthy water for everyone, tailored to your needs. Whether for private households, catering or industry, we offer the right solution for every requirement. From budget devices to high-performance filters, at Swiss Water Systems, you will find the ideal solution tailored to your needs. And best of all, our service network ensures that you are never left out in the rain, or rather, never have to rely on bad water. The best drinking water for your home comes from Swiss Water Systems, because only the best is good enough for you. We look forward to your inquiry at sws-agritech.es or contact us directly on Telegram. You will find us under SWSES Official.